Put your hands together for Hawaii's finest, BKK Bell. Once again, with the blowing of the pukani or the conch shell, this is BKK Bell. We say mahalo. We do want to let you know that in ancient times, the conch was used to announce the arrival of our chief and chiefesses, our kings and queens. It was also a way of communicating from village to village, as well as from island to island. Your torchlighter this evening is Uncle Llewellyn, so a round of applause for Uncle Llewellyn. By way of the hula, we do in fact take you back to old Hawaii, when the hula was originally for our gods and goddesses. As tradition would have, we begin with the hula kai, an entrance chant that gives praise to our goddess of hula. Her name is Laka, as the sun rises each morning. From these are isles of Hawaii, promising a brand new day. But first, our hopa, our chanter, would like to greet you with a chant of welcoming that says your fragrance is that of the hala and the lehua and the misty rains. We have awaited your arrival, and you, the visitor, you finally arrived, and you bring with you affection. Greetings, greetings, greetings.
Oh, no, nai kala me kalehu, haleluya na kanoe. Oh, no ya no ne yo kahimai. Ai mai no ibu no me ke aloha. Aloha. O ma Coco. Ho buka kalama kahiki na me kahua ka ihele no kumukai. Haamai na iwa me hiiaka. Me kapola kai ka ulu vehi vehi. Ne e mai na iwa makualo me ke alo kapu ke aiwa iwa. Hoi no ke kapu me na li. E ola makoa maulo alai alai alai.
Ai he no no hiaka i kapoli o pele. Just to reiterate, the kind of hula you are now witnessing is what we call the hula kahiko, or the ancient hula, had you lived prior to the 18th century. This is the kind of hula you would have seen, but it is the only type that was practiced. Now you must know that when the missionaries arrived here in the islands, the Hawaiians were told two things. First, that the Hawaiian language was not to be spoken in public, and secondly, that the hula must be totally abolished. And if you were caught speaking a language and or performing the hula, you were severely punished. However, the keepers of things Hawaiian went underground, as with any race, culture. Once your language is gone, so is the history, the genealogy of your people. So the hula and the language went underground for about 70 years. And at the coronation of our last king, Kalakaua, he proclaimed that hula is the language of the heart. Therefore, the heartbeat of the Hawaiian people. It was from that time forward that the hula was once again performed in public. So with that in mind, we give praise to him, taking you to the place once known to the Hawaiian as Mamalako, known to all of us today as Honolulu Harbor. This chant is threefold. It is first a mele vahipana, a place name chant. Secondly, it is a mele ho'ipo'ipo, a love story. Most importantly, it is a mele inoa, a name chant in his honor, Kahola Moku. Hemelino, kahikaya umamala.
Oma Coco. Hai kahimea I alohaya. Kahimea I alohaya. Hana kahikaya umamala. Kahimea I alohaya. Hana kahikaya umamala. Malama hevana owe ahana kaukana ake aloha. Malama hevana owe ahana kaukana ake aloha. Ua bonono kauhana hana ekini lehu lehu owe. Ua bonono kauhana hana ekini lehu lehu owe. He alaka no anana tolu halaulani. He alaka no anana ikolu halaulani. Haina mai kapuana kai kai o mahamala. Haina ho kapuana tolu moku he inoa. E ala e ala e a e a Hoi hoi no te kapu me na hali e ola mākou la mauloa la hoi no te kapu me na hali e ola mako a maulo ala e ala e ala e ala e ala e.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a glimpse of our ancient hula. On that note, we're going to turn the time over to your director this evening, the essence of Hawaii, Chipaji.
Hello everyone, welcome to Kuyo Beach this evening. We're going to go into the modern version of the hula, which in Hawaiian is called the awana. As you just witnessed, is the kahiko or the ancient hula. So with the awana, it's always accompanied by music. In fact, it is. And as you can see, we have instruments before us, and I'd just like to give you a little indication of where each one came from. Because these are not Hawaiian instruments, but we borrowed them, and I think we made it pretty popular, especially the ukulele. First of all, we have the upright bass. Now, our King Kalakaua was a world traveler. He was always on the ocean, traveling here, going to Europe, and so forth. And anyway, he started to think that why not have a band in Hawaii? He wanted to start the Royal Hawaiian Band, but we had no knowledge of music at that time, especially reading notes and so forth. So anyway, he happened to be in Germany, and he was in this park, and he noticed that there was a band playing, and he started to listen to it. And he said, that is what we need in Hawaii. He said, I'd like to bring the conductor back. Well, he approached Mr. Henry Berger. He was the conductor at that time, and he approached him and he said, would you like to come to Hawaii and help us start the Royal Hawaiian Band, because we need a band and we'd like to have music? And Mr. Berger said, sure, I'd be glad to come to Hawaii. Well, with him came the upright bass or the fiddle, which is wonderful because I love this instrument. It seems to hold the music together. So with Mr. Berger, he's, how would you say, would like to thank him for bringing the bass fiddle to Hawaii. And we use this a lot in our Hawaiian music. And then we have the ukulele. Now, a lot of people thought the ukulele was a Hawaiian instrument. Well, in a way it is, because I think we popularized it. And of course, it was brought over by the Portuguese. That's right, the Portuguese came to Hawaii to be laborers, like working in our pineapple fields and the sugarcane fields. And they're wonderful laborers too. And when they came, the version of the Portuguese ukulele, which I don't know how to say the word. How do you say it, Kalani?
Bergonia.
He's good at it, I'm not. And I have Portuguese, but anyway. So when the Hawaiians were watching the Portuguese play the ukulele, you know how Latin people play, they're very active and the instruments are moving all around. Well, they kept looking at it, and at that time it was round. It looked like a pineapple, really, but it resembled a flea. And they kept looking at it, and they said, you know what the ukulele looks like? Translated into English, it's like a jumping flea. And that is what ukulele means. Uku in Hawaiian is flea. And of course, lele is to jump around and move around. So just remember, ukulele, jumping flea. Then we have the guitar. Now this was introduced to the Hawaiians by the Mexicans. That's right, they came over to be laborers, to help our men be ranchers, because we had no knowledge of ranching. And so with them came the guitar, and of course our men picked it up very well. In fact, we have slack key festivals here in Honolulu once in a while, and it's a beautiful, beautiful sound. It's a different tuning, because if you play guitar, you tune it very well. Like I say, it's a different tuning, and you slack your keys. So there's a lot to it, but it's, like I say, if you ever have the fortune to be here when we have a slack key festival, by all means go to it. So there you have the guitar, brought up by the Mexicans to teach our men to be ranchers. And also, I would say, our men were paniolos. That was another thing they taught our men to be, paniolo. And paniolo in Hawaiian means cowboy. So there you go, paniolo with the cowboy, and like I said, we have a huge ranch on the big island of Hawaii, and that's where the paniolo worked a lot. So there we have like the guitar from Mexico, ukulele from Portugal, and the bass fiddle from Germany. And now we'd like to serenade with some of our songs as our dancers prepare for the next segment, or the Awana modern version of the Hula. Rhythm of the island and the rolling sea. Rhythm of the island and the whispering breeze. You'll hear a blue all over from Maui to Honolulu. Golly, every all that you come to. It's a little wacky too. And however it's bad, like tea or snap, rhythm of the island is rainbow. Rhythm of the island is rolling sea. Rhythm of the island is the whispering breeze. You'll hear a blue all over from Maui to Honolulu. Connie, how we probably you come to. It's a little witchy, a little wacky too. And oh, whether it's like tea or salad, rhythm of the island, it's Ringo. Rhythm of the island, it's Ringo. Come along, join the throng, this smile alive. Take a train or a plane, travel anywhere you can. See the smiling faces of the many races, you'll be smiling too. You want to linger, learn to do the hula and make some whoopee too. Start the day, you're a lay, and the colors boo 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 boo. Hear the crowd say aloud, aloha nui to you. Now for there's no place on earth where friends can prove their worth. When in Hilo, my hometown. Come along, join the throng, this final overland. Take a train or a plane, travel anywhere you can. See the smiling faces of the many races, you'll be smiling too. You want to linger, learn to do the hula and make some whoopee too. Start the day, you're a pay, and the color boo 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 boo. Hear the crowd say aloud, aloha nui to you. Now for there's no place on earth where friends can prove their worth. But in Hilo, my hometown, Hilo, my hometown. But in Hilo, my hometown.
Honolulu, how do you do? Honolulu, glad to see you. I heard the yes I do. That's why you see me smile at you. You're the flower of Mother Earth. We like to tip our hat to you. I love the sunshine, free and ocean breeze. Honolulu, I'm wild about you. Honolulu, how do you do? Honolulu, glad to see you. I love the sunshine, oh yes I do. That's why you see me smile at you. You're the power of Mother Earth. We like to tip our hat to you. I love the sunshine, the ocean breeze. Honolulu, I'm wild about you. One more time. Honolulu, I'm wild about you. That's some of our favorite Hapahali tune. Mahalo, thank you very much. We do want to remind you that there is entertainment here 3 nights a week, every Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. Sponsored by the City and County of Honolulu, maintained and managed by the Waikiki Improvement Association, the Hawaii Tourism Authority, and the Hyatt Regency Resort and Spa. We do invite you to visit their swim lounge, located on the 3rd floor, known for their great poo-poos and, of course, specialty cocktails. Can someone tell the birds to keep it down? On that note, we'd like to formally greet you with a warm aloha.
Not too bad.
Pretty good.
That was pretty good. Okay. How many of you folks out there know what aloha means? So did you just say aloha because we said aloha? Yeah? Okay, for those of you folks who are unfamiliar with our Hawaiian language, we have many words and many meanings. Aloha is one of the most important Hawaiian words you will need to know in your lifetime. It has many meanings, but the few common ones are hello and goodbye, so it's our formal means of greeting, but most importantly, it means love. So we don't use the term as loosely as people may think. Now turn to somebody closest to you and greet them with an aloha. Not much aloha going out there. Okay. Maybe third time's the charm. Turn to somebody that you don't know, and in this type of setting, it's very easy to do and greet them with an aloha. Okay. All right. Okay. Here's the catch, guys. We need your help to kick off this show, and we're gonna kick it off with saying aloha. But we need your guys' help. We need you folks to encourage our dancers to want to come out and dance the hula. So we have to greet them with the biggest aloha you can give them, okay? Can we do that? Yeah? You sound scared. It's Hawaii. It's a beautiful place to be in 2018. Okay, we're just gonna count it down so you're not unaware that we're gonna do this, okay? We'll forget that the first 4 times happened and we'll just start on you. I'm gonna count it down, okay? So watch me. I'm gonna count it down and we're gonna say aloha and then you folks reply to us, okay? Yeah? Okay. All right. Okay. Thanks, all one of you out there. Okay, ready? Okay. On the count of e kahi, e lua, e kolu, minasawa, aloha. We say maika iloa. Very well done. With that, we bring our dancers to the stage. We have the handsome Miki Ala and the beautiful Kamahao. As you saw her open up our show with the ancient style of hula, or the hula kahiko. As we move into the modern style of hula, or the hula awana, they bear traditional hula implements. Now, before these 3-string instruments were introduced by the Europeans, it was a job of the dancer to go into the forest to look for plants or foliage to carve and create the following implements. First up, they have what is known as the uli, or feathered rattling gourd. What we do is take the bulb or the la'ania, place ali'i poi seeds in it, attach it to hulu or feathers, which are sponsored tonight by
KFC.
That's right, Kentucky's finest. Don't worry, no animals were harmed in this. We take the unused feathers and dye them red and yellow, signifying the colors of our beloved ali'i or Hawaiian royalty. When you shake it, it makes a sound similar to the Mexican maracas. We'd like to tell you of a lovely couple from the forbidden island of Ni'ihau. When they come over here to Oahu, to the big city of Honolulu, they get carried away. The wife goes on a shopping spree and the husband ends up in the bar with this quest for papasia.
How about a round of applause for our dancers? Utilizing the feathered rounding board, the uli with papasia. Mahalo. Mahalo, thank you very much. Next up, we utilize what we call the pu'ili. This is made from the stalk of the bamboo. We slice it thinly now, hit it together. Gives a rhythmic noise. Now, how many of you out there have traveled to the big island of Hawaii with the show of hands? Okay, right here, this couple. What's the capital of the big island? That's correct. You must know that each island has its own capital, color, mountain, and flower significant to that island as mentioned. The capital of the big island is Hilo. Its color is red. The highest mountain there is Mauna Kea. That is where our snow goddess Puliahu resides, and the flower of that island is the lehua blossom that you will find in many legends and songs. Listen to the rhythms of their bamboo as we speak of the Kanilehua Range with Hilo A. As they keep time to the music, it's 4/4 time, much like your swing time. We call it hula tempo. One more time, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Keeping perfect rhythm to the music. No, it's not our Hawaiian martial arts. It's still the hula. Once again, put your hands together for our dancers and their bamboo. Mahalo. Now, lastly, they utilize what we call the ipu. This is made from a squash or a gourd. We simply pick it from the vine. We chop the tops up, cleaning the insides, but they do have seeds, much like your pumpkin in days of old. The larger sizes were also used to store food and water, specifically our Hawaiian poi made from the taro. How many of you out there have tasted our Hawaiian poi? Again, with a show of hands. Did you like it over here? Yeah. You did? You liked it? Who did not like our Hawaiian poi? Over here. What didn't you like about it? The texture, the color. If you had to compare it to something, what would you compare it to? To nothing? All right, most people think it tastes like wallpaper paste. How many of you out there would agree? Well, we wouldn't know. We don't eat paste. Okay. Anchipaji has a true story to share with you.
Are you from here? No, okay. If you look like a local, I would say he doesn't like poi. But anyway, here's a true story about poi. I happened to be reading the newspaper, this was many years ago, and I saw an article on the front page of our newspaper that mentioned poi. And I said, now what would poi be doing on the front page of the paper? And so I started to read this article, and it was kind of sad because it talked about a baby that was born on the mainland that was slowly dying. Why? Because they couldn't keep food down. No matter what they fed this baby, it just kept chucking it up. And so they were getting worried. They said, if we don't find a cure in a few more days, a couple of days to be exact, this baby will not survive. So they kept trying, and then finally someone thought of poi. That's right. And they said, well, we'll try anything at this date, so let's try the poi. And so they called the Hawaii, and someone sent poi up, and they mixed it in a very, very soft consistency. Mixed it with a little milk. And this is what we call a poi cocktail. They put it in a bottle and they said, well, here it goes. Let's hope this baby will take it. And you know, he started to suck the bottle and started to drink this poi cocktail, and it didn't chuck up anything. And they said, we think we found the miracle. The miracle was poi. And this baby survived because it didn't chuck up anything anymore. And they said, this is it. We found it, and it's poi. And that's the true story about poi. So if you don't like poi, maybe you'll go out and eat some poi now. Not the whole bag, but part of it.
Mahalo, Auntie Pagina. With this instrument, yeah, thank you. With this instrument, they speak of a ship that begins its journey from the island of Maui. the ship called the Pu'eo Kahi. And no Pu'eo Kahi. Mahalo nui. Well, that concludes our implement section. Going forward, our dancers utilize their hands to interpret the mele as we take you right down the street to the landmark called Diamond Head. The story goes that when the first ships came to the island, they actually thought it was diamonds.